So this is Kimana Neilstrong, 4th degree black belt in Taekwondo and Master of Science in Exercise Science and Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the force generation capabilities of two versions of the hook kick. And I'm going to show you the turning version of the hook kick. So respectively, we have the snap hook kick and we have the turning back hook kick. And I'm going to show you the snap and the straight leg version of both. So first we have the snap, and then we have the straight leg version. Okay, now my first snap kick was a little bit diagonal and my straight leg was more horizontal. So I'll show you the snap again, but more horizontal. So horizontally we have the snap, and then again horizontally we have straight. On the other leg is the same thing, snap, and then straight. Now there's a little bit of debate talking about the combat effectiveness of both techniques and the power generation of both. I'd like to focus on the power generation or the force capabilities of these kicks, okay? And I'd like to give you two analogies to think about when we're thinking about this, okay? So we have force. Now, how do we develop more force? The more we accelerate our mass, the more force we can produce, right? So force equals mass multiplied by acceleration. So if I want to smack you, and I want to smack you as hard as possible, some of you may have seen these smacking competitions online. People standing right there and people trying to smack the crap out of them, right? If I'm trying to smack you as hard as possible, am I going to smack you with my arm bent like this? Or am I going to keep my arm straight, come here, and then come through, right? It's going to be the second one. Why? Well, the second one, I can accelerate my mass more because my trajectory is more, right? I'm covering more distance. The same thing could be true, the same thing could be said with the hook kick. With the hook kick, if I'm coming from here to here, right? Here to here, I cover more distance than coming from here and snapping. Now, some people may think, well, the snap looks faster and that's why it's gonna be able to generate more power. But in order to pick up momentum, you have to be able to travel a certain amount of distance so you can get more momentum. Now let's talk about muscles and joints involved. So if you work out, or maybe, if you work out, you're gonna know the difference between isolation movements and compound movements. And if you don't know the difference, you're gonna learn it today. So a compound movement is something like a stiff-legged deadlift or Romanian deadlift. So here, all right? My hip joint was involved. My knee joint is also involved in order to get this weight moving, okay? Now we have an isolation movement. In isolation movement, only one joint is moving. So this, okay? Can we lift more weight with a hamstring curl, or can we lift more weight using this movement? The one that's using this movement will be able to do more. Why? Well, we're using two muscles, okay? So in this one, we're using the glutes, which is probably the strongest muscle. Last time I checked, the strongest muscle in the body. And we're using the hamstrings. So the glutes are responsible for bringing your leg from here to here. So in the hook kick is 1, 2, that's what the glutes do. But if we do a isolation kind of kick, if we do this, right, we get the hamstrings involved, but we don't get the most powerful muscle in the body involved, and that's gluteus maximus, okay? So do we want a hamstring curl to get the most force, or do we want to do a deadlift to get the most force? Do we want to use two joints, two muscles, one joint, or one muscle? I'm gonna go with the higher number because normally higher numbers of force, higher numbers you're able to produce more force, okay? That could be with that could be with a speed break, it could be with a power break, or it could be with hitting a bag. You'll be able to do more damage with a straight leg hook kick because of the momentum that you can develop, the amount of force you can develop, right? Versus a single joint kick, all right? Maybe it's not really a single joint kick, but in essence, it is, all right? So if you guys have any questions, any disagreements, any agreements, any questions or concerns about what I said or anything related to what I said, drop it down in the comments below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching this on Instagram, follow me please, and you'll be able to see more videos like this. Until next time, gotta go.